So guys, now let's talk about some basic commands. So first one is dir. Dir displays the contents of this current directory C uses Nikki. So if I hit enter, so you get all the contents of the current directory, that is C uses Nikki. So if you want to change the directory, you need to say cd desktop. So if I say dir again, I will get the contents of my desktop. So these are the basic Linux commands you can see in the Linux also. So you can execute all the Linux commands in this PowerShell? No. So what these commands are called? Aliases. So we need to say get command to get all the commands list, and let's say piping into this find str, then let's say dir. So we need to find the command dir, which shows the contents of the current directory. So as you can see, there is only one function, that is mkdir, because where is dir? So we have entered this dir and we got the output. So from the PowerShell latest versions, these aliases have been moved to another command, that is get alias. So if you are in the PowerShell 2, I think so, if you are in the Windows 7 PowerShell, then if you type this one get command find str dir, you will get the all the commands including the dir, mkdir, etc., chdr, etc. So those are included in the get command only, but in the latest versions of the PowerShell, these aliases have been separated and we can get all the aliases using this get alias. Now if you hit enter, you can see these are all the aliases we have the currently predefined in your PowerShell. In your PowerShell, you can see this cat just get the content, displays the content, right? In Linux, cd change directories, that means the set location. So this is the actual command that is going to execute when you are executing this area cd. In the same way, chdar set location, so it will change the directory. So clc clear content, so clear, you can see there are so many aliases. These are all the Linux aliases. So you can see copy, cp, so both are same, you can execute any one, cp or copy. You also have the curl invoke web request, and you can see diff to compare the objects, two objects or two files, and echo to write the output. And you can see these are all the aliases of this. So let's see some aliases. Right, so we have seen the right hello world, right? Now let's type this right output and see whether we get the output or not. So we have seen the hello world, right? Let's say right output hello world. Now if I hit enter, sorry, so we got the hello world. So this is the actual command, right? But we can also execute this command, right, using this right alias. So this alias is like nickname. Suppose you have the real name and in your home your parents can call you with a nickname, so those all point to you. In the same way, this right output and the right all points to this right output, so you can also execute this right output instead of right. So these are the aliases. So why these aliases are there? Because so many members coming from the Linux system, they want to execute basic operations like changing directory and copying files from the PowerShell. So if anyone newcomer to this PowerShell, if they want to learn all these one like ls get child item, it will be very tough for beginners. So because they have no PowerShell experience and they have all the Linux experience, so in order to make Linux users make their operations, these PowerShell have the predefined aliases, so you can work on this ls and no need to worry about this get child item. So you can also say get child item, So one thing you can do is you can type the get hyphen, and if you hit the tab button, you get the first command that is matching with this get list. If you hit the tab again, then you will get the next one. So in that way you can scroll through all the get commanders and get areas. We have seen this, and if you type again, hit the tab again, you get the app background task, etc. You can scroll through all the get commanders you have. So now let's say get child item. So this is the same way of this dir command. So you can also create your own aliases using this new areas. So new areas, let's say get help. So you need to give the name and the value. So first let's see the get help page of this new areas. Created new areas name, and you need to specify this value. So this is very straightforward. You need to say name and the string, value string. So let's go ahead and create an areas, new areas, and you need to say name, let's say Nikhil, and you need to say value. So this is actual command that is going to execute whenever you type the Nikhil. Let's say there is get date. So there is a command called get date. You will get the actual date and time information on the PowerShell console. So just whenever I hit the I enter the Nikhil and hit enter, you will get the get date, because this value has been executed. Now type enter. Alright, now I think my Nikhil has been set. Now you can get all areas using this get areas, right? Hit enter, you can see scroll. So it's so you can see here in alphabetical order, you can see Nikhil points to the get date. So I can type just Nikhil and I will get the get date. So this is the exact output of this get date. So you can see these are the exact output, because our Nikhil is pointing to get date. Whenever I executed this Nikhil command, the get date command has been executed. So in this way you can create your own aliases. You can export to the aliases, and you can also import from the file. So this is all about the aliases you need to know, get alias and new alias. So that's all for this video. I hope you have understood guys about these aliases.